Hello and welcome to my channel. The topic of today is what's going to happen in your next 48 to 72 hours. And the cards here are the 10 of Air, Alfalfa, number 20, Awakening, which is the Judgment card, with Tulsi, number 18, the Moon, Datura, number 13, Death, with Marigold, number 14, Temperance, with Camellia, and the 4 of Fire, with Elder. I'm going to begin now with option 1. Hello, option 1. You chose 10 of Air, Alfalfa. And in this deck, that would be the 10 of Swords. You have also the King of Coins, the Empress, the Knight of Swords, the 6 of Cups, and the 3 of Coins. Now the 10 of Air, the Alfalfa, in this deck is about tilling this alfalfa under so that the dead plants can compost and rebuild the soil so that new crops can grow later. And with this Empress and King of Coins, I'm thinking I'm probably talking to a feminine, and that whatever you had going on with this King of Coins is something that you think is done and dusted. But with this Knight of Swords and 6 of Cups with the 3 of Pentacles, I think that this King of Coins is looking back on the interaction with you with nostalgia or fondness and wants to come back towards you to either resurrect this or maybe collaborate on something fresh and new. It's probably the latter. This King of Coins could be someone you had a relationship with, a friendship with, collaborated on a business project with. Could have been any kind of project or relationship, really. And whoever this is wants to work with you again. But I'm sensing right now that that's all they're doing is thinking about it. I'm not seeing any forward movement so far. Let me get the rest of your cards. We've got the 3 of Pentacles, which is the same as this 3 of Coins, the 8 of Swords, the 9 of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles, the 7 of Coins, the Hermit, and the King of Coins again. This looks to me like this King of Coins wants to move forward with a collaboration but is feeling hesitant about it. He may be expecting some kind of defensiveness from you. And with this 9 of Pentacles, it looks as though you don't really need this person as far as they know. With this Seven of Coins, the Hermit, and the King of Coins again, that's represented by a turtle. I think this King of Coins is looking at what has happened in the past and is trying to slowly figure out how to approach you, how best to get you on board with whatever they want to start with you. I think this King of Coins wants to take his time to make sure his offer is well received. So I don't think the actual offer will come in during the next 48 to 72 hours. I think this is just a heads up to let you know what this King of Coins is thinking. Other than that, I don't see anything in particular going on in your world during this 48 to 72 hours. It should be just ordinary stuff. Or maybe just a little bit of communication with this King of Coins. And that's about all for this next 48 to 72 hours. So I think I'm going to move on now to option 2. Hello, option 2. You chose number 20, Awakening, Tulsi. Now, the Awakening card is the equivalent of the Judgment card. Then we've got the Fool card, the Four of Wands, the Knight of Coins, the Six of Coins, and the Three of Coins. And these first 3 cards together make me think that you rushed into a relationship with someone, and now with the Awakening card and the Knight of Coins, you're sitting there thinking maybe you should have went ahead a little more slowly. Because this Six of Coins, this is making me think of bills because of all the people with their hands out. And the Three of Coins is about collaboration, usually. And usually involves like work projects, things of that nature. And this looks to me like you are dealing with a dilemma now of being in this honeymoon phase of a relationship, but now you have to deal with the details of life, which is the bills and the who's going to live where and how are we going to do this and blah, blah, blah. And you may be thinking you moved a little too slowly. I mean, not moved slowly enough, excuse me. And now you're in a little bit of a bind. You're not sure quite what to do. Okay, the rest of the cards are the Lovers, the Ace of Cups, Death, the Five of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, the Five of Cups, and the Two of Cups. And this is making me think that you were very worried about the outcome. You're not sure how you're going to move forward in physical, practical terms with this relationship without some kind of financial struggle, and you're probably afraid that the financial struggle or other physical obstacles may cause a breakup and may cause relationship issues, and you're trying to figure out how to salvage the relationship with the Two of Cups. Keep it from breaking down in spite of whatever issues have just come up. So in these next 48 to 72 hours, with these two people forehead to forehead on the Two of Cups, I would say that you're going to need to work things out with your partner, see what you can do so that you can see eye to eye and really discuss these things. Now try and dodge them and make sure that both people are at least fairly happy with the compromises that have to be made. And you're both going to have to be willing to compromise and be rational and adult about this situation if you want to salvage this relationship and make sure that it doesn't fall apart because of whatever financial or physical circumstances. Okay. I think that's all for option 3. I'm going to move on. Option 2. And I'm going to move on now to option 3. Hello, option 3. You chose number 18, the moon, with Dattara. I hope I pronounced that correctly. The Nine of Wands, the Ten of Swords, the Emperor, and the Three of Wands. And over the next 48 to 72 hours, I see you taking your power back. It looks as though something came to light that you had to defend against or made you feel defensive, because the Nine of Wands is the Wounded Warrior card, and then the Ten of Swords, this is usually being backstabbed, some kind of utter defeat, some kind of really painful ending. But with this Emperor, which is the culmination of all 4 kings, earlier I heard, when I was laying the cards out, I heard do no harm, take no shit. And in this Three of Wands, it seems you are fully expecting for things to turn around for you for the better. Okay, now I've got the next set of cards here, which are the Emperor, the King of Wands, the Nine of Wands again, the Five of Cups, the Four of Swords, the Fool, and the Four of Coins. And this makes me think that even though you're feeling kind of beat down, you're going to push through and you're not going to put up with any BS. And you're going to overcome whatever heartbreak you have recently suffered. This Four of Swords is a card that's usually about rest, but this one, this poor thing has a sword through its mouth. I think you're going to put to rest any BS that or negativity that has been trying to beat you down. You're not putting up with it no more. You're done. You're going to move forward boldly and forget what anybody else has to say about it. You're just going to take care of you and protect what's yours. Yeah, I feel sorry for whoever messes with you right now. Over the next 48 hours to 72 hours, you're going to be on the warpath, but in a good way, where you're defending yourself and make sure you're taking care of you and forget what all these other people have to say and leaving all the BS behind you as best you can. Okay. Good for you. And I think that's all for option number 3. So I'm going to move on now to option number 4. Hello, option 4. You chose Death, number 13, Marigold. The other cards in this row are Temperance, Justice reversed, Ten of Swords reversed, the Chariot, and the Nine of Coins. Now, I don't normally have reversals in my deck, so I don't know how 2 of them got reversed and ended up in your reading, but I think it's very significant. Now, it appears to me that with the Death and the Temperance, that you're going through some kind of transformation, healing from something. With the Justice reversed, I'd say it was some kind of thing that you felt was an injustice that should not have happened. And with the Ten of Swords reversed, you're recovering from this. And this imagery on this card looks almost to me like from those movies where the vampires fly and there's a vampire on the ceiling or some kind of like possessed person on the ceiling. And this Chariot card, like, I'm back from the dead and I'm coming for you, is the vibe I'm getting here. But with this Knight of Coins, it looks like you need to slow down. Maybe rethink any vengeful thoughts you might be having right now. and be more careful about your approach to the situation. Now, the other cards we have here are the Magician, the Eight of Wands, the King of Pentacles, the Knave of Cups, the Two of Cups, and Temperance again. Now with this particular Magician card and this Eight of Wands with the spell books, there may be some of you witchy people out there who may actually want to hex someone at this point. But I would not advise that. And the reason I'm seeing the Moon card in the Magician card, the King of Pentacles, and the Knave of Cups, I'm seeing this moon in the background, which makes me think that there are things that are hidden that you may not know, or some kind of illusions or distortion of your perception. And with this King of Pentacles and Knave of Cups, it's making me think that masculine energy may be coming back with some kind of an apology, maybe saying that he acted in an immature or stupid way. And then with the Two of Cups, there may be some kind of reconciliation or forgiveness involved. And then with the Temperance, it can actually end up with a situation that is more balanced and better for whoever's involved with this. It looks like a situation where there may not have been any actual malice, or there may have been a misunderstanding or something going on where somebody did something stupid and then they're sorry for it. Now, I don't know how bad this transgression was. It's going to depend on each individual situation. But what I will say is, with this Temperance card at the end, I think it's a situation where you need to try to be the bigger person and look at this from a wiser, more balanced perspective and respond instead of react. This would be the type of situation where you want to get more grounded and meditate on it before taking action. All right, I think that's the main thing you'll be dealing with within the next 48 to 72 hours. I'm going to move on now to option 5. Hello, option 5. You chose number 14, Temperance, Camellia. The other cards in this row are the Nine of Coins, the Fool, the Eight of Wands, the Ten of Cups, and the Four of Coins. And with this temperance and nine of cups, nine of coins, it makes me think that you've been doing really well for yourself, but you've also been keeping to yourself. And this Fool card makes me think that of the phrase, everything in moderation, including moderation. With this Eight of Wands and this Ten of Cups and this Fool card, I think you need to go on out and socialize. Go have some fun with people who make you happy. But with the Four of Coins, I'd say go have fun, but try not to spend too much money. Okay, and let's see. The rest of the cards are the Eight of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, which is the same as the Nine of Coins, the World, the Hermit, the Six of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. And this kind of reiterates what I was saying. You've been probably stuck at home or feeling like you needed to stay at home and work on stuff and get your coin together and make sure that everything is stable for you on your own. But it's time for you to go out into the world. You've been in hermit mode a little too long. You need to go out there and see what's out there and enjoy yourself. And see what life brings you. So hopefully that's what you will be doing with your next 48 hours to 72 hours. Go have some fun. Go out, meet some people, do some things. You have fun. All right, I think that's all for you. And I'm going to go on to option 6. Hello, option 6. You chose Four of Fire, Elder. And the other cards in this row are the Three of Wands, the Star, the Knight of Wands, and the Eight of Coins. And from this, I'm getting a very specific message for some women out there who are waiting and hoping for their man, their Knight of Wands, to contact them and interact with them. And he's literally working. When he says he's busy and he's working right now, he actually means it. He's not just saying that. He actually is working his butt off. Now, the other cards I have here are the Moon, the Four of Swords, the Six of Swords, the Nine of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. And with this here, this Moon card makes me think that you're looking at the moon and wishing and wondering, where is he? What's he doing? Is he really as busy as he says he is? And I want to tell you to relax. He really is as busy as he says he is. He really is working. And that he really does wish that he could be talking to you, and interacting with you. But right now, he's kind of busy. Just relax. As soon as he's able to, he will come around and give attention to you. Just chill out and let the man work. And that will be the end of this reading also. And I'm not really seeing much else except that you need to just, occupy yourself. This isn't a big deal. Just relax. Maybe do something for yourself while you're waiting for him to come back around when he's done with his work. And I think that's all for option number 6. I hope this reading was helpful, and I hope to see you in future readings. Bye for now.